Hi, I am Cathy Harding, and I am in the C-VILLE conference room. And frankly, we're here because the lighting is a little bit better and it's kind of dim in here today in the office. So I'm sitting with my computer because I know that if you're watching me, that means that you're on C-VILLE.com, but it occurs to me that we have so many wonderful things on C-VILLE.com and that you may not have had a chance to explore all of them. So we thought with this little edition of from the Newsroom that we would take a little tour of some of the C-VILLE website that may be a little bit unfamiliar to you. So I'm just going to click through and talk about some of the things that are here, and you'll get a chance to see screen captures of some of the pages we're talking about. Keeping in mind that we filmed this before the issue comes out, so if it looks a little old, it is. All right, so with your tolerance, here we go. We have 4 blogs on C-VILLE.com. We have This Just In, which is headline news, and we have Brick Watch, which, yes, we're watching the downtown brick rebricking project day by day. We have Feedback. Brendan Fitzgerald just does an amazing job covering arts and music, and you know that, and there's a lot that he puts onto that blog, including live performances that have recorded here in our office and interviews that he's done, as well as a preview of the week coming up. And Green Scene is our 4th blog, and it's written by Erica Hauser. Sometimes she has other people contribute, mostly it's her. And she's looking at all the issues that concern us in terms of eating and living local, sustainability. She's got a great post up, as I'm looking at it right now, about growing greens and eating homegrown salad all year long, even in the winter. So if you want to find out how she does that, you want to look at that blog. Green Scene. Across the top of the C-VILLE.com, we have a whole bunch of tabs that'll take you to our various categories you're familiar with, our news stories, arts, living, dining. Now, if you go to the dining tab, not only will you find this week's Restaurantorama column and this week's Working Poor column, but you'll also find some stories from last fall's Eat and Drink Annual, and then a whole bunch of restaurant listings that you can tour through. So if you're online, you don't have a copy of C-VILLE in front of you and you want to figure out where to eat, that's definitely an option for you. Scrolling across the top of these tabs, moving over a few, if we go to Abode, Abode is where you will find the online version of Abode, which is our award-winning home and garden and shelter special section. And even if you've missed an issue, you can read it all month long, or you can even read some back issues if you go to Abode on the tab across the top of C-VILLE.com. In the archives, that's exactly what you can expect to find. The current issue by cover, and then we go all the way back to 2002. So if there's something that you're looking for, you can search the site, and you can also just tour the past fantastic covers that we've done. I have to say, looking at 2009 with a certain amount of pride, man, we put together some nice covers. It's a little gallery. Classifieds, personals, that's all across the top, and also how to contact us. And going back to the home page, if you want to be in touch with us and you don't want to comment on a story, which you're able to do on all of the stories from the paper, and you don't want to comment on one of our blogs, but rather would like to write a letter, you have a button that you can click on to write a letter to the editor, and that goes right to me and this laptop, and I promise you, I'll read it. That's a little tour of C-VILLE.com. We're glad you're with us, and we'll see you next week. I'm Cathy Harding. Ciao.